You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
I was playing Minecraft at the time.
Wait, while you were driving?
There is no way you're going to get $800 out of that Geo Metro.
A lot of stuff getting edited out of this episode, I assume.
Yeah, what? You know what? Let's just do it. Let's finish fucking Koozie.
It's incredible what kind of cognitive dissonance you can do if you really try.
Okay. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 420. I am your host, John_Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt, Blaze it, Hag.
TJ, Mr. the Square May.
Spanky, the Devil's Lettuce works.
Adam,
And special, yeah.
oh,
Wow. TJ, way to step on him.
TJ, you're
Wow.
always interrupting people.
TJ, stop interrupting
welcome.
others.
And Adam Eagle Eyes One Take Ham.
You remembered his nickname.
Oh yeah.
Adam, Eagle Eyes, One Take, Fall Asleep, Ham.
So Adam, do you understand why you're on this special episode of Born in the 80s?
Understand it. It's episode 420.
That's right. It's been a while. When was the last time you were on the podcast?
I do not know. It was a while ago.
It
I
was
think
like,
Lance has been on the podcast.
yeah,
more
I was like,
recently than you.
what stage of like radicalization was Lance in the last time you got on the podcast?
Oh, like he was pretty sane last time I was on, I think.
So that must have been years ago.
That must have been a
Probably.
really long time ago. Pre-2016, I guess.
Yeah.
Or 2017, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't have anything to talk about now.
Yeah.
This is
So
awkward.
Adam just got back from a trip to Washington, D.C. I don't know what he was doing over there, but it sounds
Oh
like he
my
had fun.
Yeah, how was
Not-
DC?
I was not in DC.
I
don't
saw a
know,
lot of
man.
guys with
I
beards.
saw all the facial hair on those dudes. I bet you fucking blended.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
sadly, I probably would blend in, but
you would
yeah.
you would have been able to stand next to the QAnon shaman guy, and nobody would have known.
Yeah.
QAnon. Is that a real thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's that guy
Yeah.
that was in the
Yeah.
Senate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the QAnon shaman.
Oh, the guy with like the buffalo hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
enjoy, I guess, jail or whatever happens to
Oh, he
people
won't
that
go
break
to
it.
jail.
John, I understand your Snapchat filter. You've gotten a pilot Snapchat filter because you are high.
You're a highlight.
That's exactly why I chose that. So anyway, okay. We had scheduled this podcast, and it has been a while, and the fucking end of fucking democracy is happening now.
Yeah, the timing.
So, like,
ended up
what are
being
we going to talk about?
So the worst thing that happened this week was that I
Mhm.
got into a car accident.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What did you do?
I was
Why?
because I was driving for Uber Eats, and it recalculated and it was like take a right turn. So I took a right turn, and while I was turning, I glanced down at the map to figure out where the fuck I was, and I smashed into a truck. And I just heard today my car is totaled.
No.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah,
What's the insurance payout?
I don't know yet.
It'll be a
Dude,
bunch.
having a totaled car is awesome.
Well,
I don't
if
know.
it runs.
Yeah. If it runs, like I drove a totaled car for like 4 years, and the
don't
thing
know if this is
about
gonna
it-
run. It definitely would need some stuff fixed at least, but I don't know. I was getting warnings that there was something wrong with the hybrid system, so I don't know if like a battery or motor or something got smashed, but it seems like it might be fucked.
Wow.
Especially considering like the damage doesn't look that bad from the outside, so I'm guessing
No.
if they decided to total it, it means something really expensive broke inside.
Well, I mean,
How
my
many
car
for-
was totaled, and I drove it for a while because it had a hail damage. And just the cost to repair the hail damage was more than the car was worth, and so it was technically totaled. So
Yeah.
like
What-
you might be able to like pay a couple grand to get it fixed, and then that's worth more than what they were going to give you for the car for insurance. That's what totaled means.
Nice.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means it's not
Yeah.
worth the money. So I don't know. You'll get some money. Adam, when did you? What didn't you total a car?
Oh yeah, I've totaled multiple cars.
I wasn't in the one that you totaled when Flounder died.
I was gonna say I've totaled. Oh man, this is not gonna sound good.
That was very good too. That was the Flounder totaling. I remember you were like back after that, and you had your jacket, and you were like, "There's broken glass still in here."
Yeah,
You annihilated that car.
yeah.
Can you explain that story? Let's go through all of your totaled cars, Adam.
Oh my god. All right, so yeah, the first was in high school,
Uh-huh.
and that was the one you're referring to. That was the
Mhm.
worst one.
Yeah.
And
You hit your head.
yeah, I did. I just basically on one of the straightest roads in.
I know the road you're talking about too. It is 100% straight for like 20 miles.
No, there is one curve.
Slight curve. There, you found it.
Yeah, there's a one slight curve, and I chose that time to. I think this is gonna date me. Switch out CDs in my car.
I like how that dates you.
Yeah, not the name of the podcast.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys want to feel old?
I always
You know how
feel
they
old.
you know how they can check for your legal drinking age now? If it has a 1 at the start.
Oh god.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one today, so I wanted to share that. That's how old we all are. Anyway, yeah, so you totaled that? Go ahead.
Yeah,
What-
switching CDs. I went into a ditch and did like about a 270 flip in the air. Not over, but like
It spun
horizontally.
sideways,
Yeah, exactly.
and you
and
broke the window.
yeah, the centrifugal force sent my head through the driver's
Giant
side
head.
window. Yes.
Jeez.
That's one thing Adam and I have in common.
Yeah, it did.
Giant head.
It like whipped me into the window, and then like when I actually was like kind of coming to, it was I wasn't unconscious, but I think I kind of like maybe half blacked out, kind of from the blood loss or blood, the force.
Mhm.
Mhm. Like those pilots. They
Yeah,
black out when they're doing like the G forces.
Yeah. It's
and
21 pilots.
I kind of opened my eyes, and yeah, there was shattered glass on the passenger side seat, and that's kind of where my head was at that point. Having like just bounced off the glass and shattered it.
Now, was
see.
it still connected to your body as well?
What?
Your head.
Yes.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
I'm glad.
To this day, it remains connected.
Wow.
Okay, good.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, it's a struggle sometimes. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, that was that one. And actually, my head didn't even hurt at all, really. I jammed my finger on the steering wheel, and that was like my worst injury.
I see.
Uh,
So total that car.
Total Dakar.
What kind of car
Um,
was that? Was that an Escort? Like a Ford Escort?
Yeah, that was a Ford Escort 91,
Yeah.
I think.
I think you're supposed to call them Ford sex workers.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
job.
that was Flounder, and then the second one I told was what was it? The Taurus.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Taurus.
Taurus.
I forgot about the Taurus.
That was not my fault at all.
That was a hand-me-down car. Because
Yeah.
Adam, you didn't have a car for a while.
I didn't, because the war wagon was failing, and I was
Another car that died.
that one was not due to user error or any kind of accident.
I forgot that you own multiple cars from the Raleigh family.
Multiple cars?
Oh no, sorry, just one.
Yeah, just one.
Just the one.
Just the war wagon.
Just the War Wagon. An Oldsmobile Silhouette minivan.
Yeah.
Covered in bullet decals.
Yeah.
Bullet hole decals.
No back seats.
Oh yeah, no back seats. Oh my god, that reminds me, man. In high school,
And like carpeting.
yeah, Jake Raleigh, rip in peace. He had this Oldsmobile Silhouette van that we called the War Wagon, and this is back like in high school. You'd just be like, "What are we going to do today? I don't know. Let's chase each other around in cars." Like we would drive our cars like we were in a car chase in our small town. I remember this in his car, but in his car, he ripped all the seats out, put down carpet and a beanbag in the back.
Yeah.
It was awesome. You got to, if you sat in the back when he was driving, it was not a great experience, but you had it after that because he upgraded.
Yeah, he upgraded and I got the War Wagon. It was
until it died.
Yeah. It was not a great vehicle.
And then you got that pinkish red Ford Taurus.
It's like a maroon
from John Peterson, who's been on the podcast in the past, on the Bachelor episode.
Pete Johnson
gave me that first steal.
This was you tell the story. Yes,
not my fault. This actually ties into Minecraft because I was playing Minecraft at the time.
Wait, while you were driving?
No.
That's your problem.
I told you, this wasn't my fault.
There was an
I wasn't even in the car for this one.
Okay.
I was just sitting in my house. My car was parked in the driveway, and I was in the corner of the house that was like right next to that, playing Minecraft with my sister and her boyfriend, and I think my brother. And then there's suddenly this crazy like crash like right outside my door, and everybody like heard it through the microphone. I was like, "What was that? What happened to your house?" I got up and checked, and I'm like, "Oh, it was just a car crashed into my car in the driveway." A guy had like come off the road and gone between two trees perfectly and slammed directly into the passenger side of my Taurus and pushed it into the stairs of the house.
It was the 710 split is what we call that in business.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. He should have hit one of the trees. This was a man that was fully coherent as well, I'm assuming.
Well, he wasn't drunk, but he was in an altered state, I was told.
That makes sense.
I don't know the details.
I see.
But yeah, it pushed it into the house, concrete steps, and just destroyed the tires and side.
So, okay. That doesn't count.
Yeah, that one was totaled. And then after that, I got the Mini Coupe.
Mini Cooper.
Yeah. And that one, it died so...
This was your fault.
It was raining. It was my fault, I guess. But also, I think it's pretty shitty car design. I actually love the Mini Cooper, but there was some.
You could fit a lot of trash in it. I remember.
Yeah, well, all my cars can hold a surprising amount of trash. But
I'm glad to hear you haven't changed.
Never. Yeah, that one I drove through like an underpass when it was raining really hard, and the water didn't look that deep, and it wasn't. The water was like maybe like 2 to 3 inches tops, but the car was so low and designed in such a way that the front bumper basically scooped it directly into the engine, and it got in the engine and just like died like right there. It like would not start, move ever again. That one was totaled. But insurance covered that as well.
So that's good.
Yeah.
You didn't have the engine snorkel package for your Mini Cooper.
I didn't.
You should have.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have sprung for it.
Is there any ones after that though? I don't even know.
now I have a car that is a Toyota Camry.
Okay.
I don't really care.
That's why you don't remember, because it's a Toyota Camry.
Yeah, it's the cheapest, most gas efficient one I could find. It was like a 4-door. Yeah, it's survived so far
That's good.
with only minor reparations.
Anyone else have any car totaling stories?
Me, I guess.
Okay, let's hear it, TJ. Let's
right.
let's hear about it. Since the totality of our democracy is being totaled, let's hear about our cars being totaled.
Hey, at least the
I've
cars
totaled-
are kind of fixable.
I've totaled
that's
2
true.
cars, but neither of the stories are interesting at all. So
Well, that's why you make them interesting.
Yeah,
I've hit 2
Well, okay.
deer,
You love-
and that's where I'm going with it.
just like
Oh,
that
okay.
story about not giving your daughter beans. You make it interesting by exaggerating it.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what he was
And-
doing, exaggerating.
Of course. That's why it took them 6 hours to open the beans.
Beans.
So yeah, first time I hit a deer was senior year in high school. We just had our senior awards banquet, which was about 5 miles out of town, the little town I grew up in, and
Privet.
Privet, Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
did
yeah.
you what senior superlatives did you win, TJ?
I don't fucking remember.
Most,
It wasn't
oddly enough,
important.
most likely
Oh,
to
actually,
total a car.
wait. I do actually remember.
Okay.
It was whatever got me. I got this Dr. D.E. Thomas Memorial Scholarship. He was a dentist that lived above a bank and then eventually became president of the bank.
That's
so
a very
he had a-
strange story.
Yes, it is. So I was at the awards banquet, got that. It was like 7:00. It's already starting to get dark out. Start driving home on these back roads. It's a 55 mile an hour speed limit. I was going 55. I didn't slow down to 45 around the turn though, like I was supposed to.
Of course.
And right after I made the turn, a deer jumped out of the ditch. I remember it hit my '89 Suburban. I remember it looking directly in my eyes, and then I remember it upside down, grinding on the road until it lands on the other ditch on the other side of the road.
Oof.
At that time, this was 2002. I did have a cellular telephone,
Mhm.
specifically the car phone, the bag phone that was in the car.
Nice.
I called. Well, I didn't know the non-emergency number. It's not like I had the internet to find it from there. So I just called 911, and they just asked me like, "Okay, is your car drivable? Yeah. Is anybody hurt? No. Did you want us to come out and tag the deer so you could take it? No, it's fine. Cool. You're all good. We'll send you something to your address. I had $80 of damage.
Wow. That's the old cars for you though. The
Yes.
Suburban was just straight steel.
That thing was a tank, and I loved it.
Mm.
It got 18 miles per gallon highway, which was nice.
Wow, yeah, that's better than I think my 2007 Escape got.
Modern Suburbans don't do 18 miles per gallon highway. It's like 14.
I've had 2 cars before my current car. I currently drive a 2011 Buick Lucerne. It is
Because you were 60 years old.
because I'm a fucking 60-year-old woman who only
You're
goes
the
to the
youngest
grocery.
person to ever drive a Buick.
Well, a Buick Lucerne specifically. There's some
Okay.
like older Buicks that are like
Sure.
classic cars that are nice. But
Sean, I used to drive a Buick Century station wagon in Madison.
I'm younger than you though.
Yeah, but I was younger than you are now when driving that Buick.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? A Buick station wagon? LeSabre?
I had Buick Century station wagon.
Buick LeCentry.
It was blue.
Is that the one that was constantly leaking coolant?
Yes.
I remember
Yes,
you
it
had
was.
jugs of coolant in your car that I had to move to sit in it.
Yep. That is absolutely correct. It turns out, at least in its last days, before it decided to overheat permanently. It was because the radiator line wasn't connected to the radiator anymore, so it wasn't even pulling the coolant in.
Nice.
Yeah, I almost broke down on the belt line, but I was able to get to the exit.
That happened to me on my Ford Escape, which is one of the reasons why I was like, I need to get rid of this before it dies. Is that I was on the belt line during like rush hour, driving my wife home because her car was in the shop. So I was gonna pick her up and take her to the shop, and all of a sudden, I smell some wispy smoke smells, and just a bunch of smoke starts coming out from underneath the hood, and I see the engine oil temperature just go slowly ticking up. I'm like, oh God, we're on the fucking belt line during rush hour. And so I get to the next, I cross like 3 lanes of traffic, and thankfully people let me through. Maybe it's because my car was fucking smoking. They were like, oh, we should probably let this guy across.
This dude's hotboxing.
Exactly. It was hot. I was ripping fat clouds in the car while I was pulling over. And then we just, I opened up the hood, and there was just fucking, I thought the engine had exploded because there was just oil everywhere. But obviously that hadn't happened because it was still running. And I was like, I have no clue what happened because there was just like hot fucking liquid everywhere. But it turns out that the radiator pump to the radiator, the line broke off and just shot coolant all over the inside of the engine bay. So it was actually a really cheap fix. It was like only like $100 or something to replace the clamps and everything, and then it ran for a little bit longer, but it's super hot. So I was kind of like, I need to get rid of this thing. So, but so what did you have before the Lucerne?
Lucerne was spanky. Yeah,
I had.
How did
I going?
Die.
My first car I ever had was a 2001 Oldsmobile Alero.
Okay. So you only exclusively drive old people cars.
Well, my second car was not an old people car.
Oh, okay.
So both my old people cars are actually like the first one my mother gave me, because she had 2 vehicles. This was the one that she just kind of like had for going distances and stuff, because it got better gas mileage and it was really cheap. And she let me have it whenever I turned 16 so I could get it if I got a job. And I got a job I think the job that I got in order for her to give me that was washing dishes at a restaurant. That car I drove all throughout high school. I actually caused more damage with it than I did to it for most of the time I owned it. The first accident I ever had in it, there were 2 deers on the road, and it was on this part of the road that was super curvy, so I knew if I were to swerve, I would go into a ditch no matter what. And by the time I noticed them, I really couldn't even hit the brakes either. So I just decided to see what would happen if I kept going, because the one deer was like kind of on the left side of the car and one was kind of on the right side of the car. And I'm like, if I'm lined up perfectly, I won't hit them. I hit both of them.
Nice.
And
so that's what we call picking up the 710 split.
Yes, I picked up my 710 split. One of them did no damage because it only impacted the bumper a little bit. And on those model of cars, it was before they started putting like collapsible stuff in cars, but they still were made out of plastic.
Yeah.
So it was like post made out of steel, but pre-crumple zone. So like all I did to fix that was pour hot water on it. On the other side, and bent my hood just a little bit, but it didn't prevent the hood from closing or opening or anything. It was just kind of bent on the corner, and the paint was a little cracked. But that was all the damage it did. So that really wasn't much damage. The next wreck I got into, I backed into my mom's brand new Jeep Wrangler in 2010. And she was very pissed. All I did was break the plastic tail light cover on my car. That's all I did. No damage to any part of it. I caused like $1,400 of damage to her fender or some shit like that.
That's because new cars basically cost a fuckload of money to fix.
Yeah,
old cars are just I don't know.
And what I did to fix that was I got some clear packing tape and picked up all the pieces of my shattered tail light assembly and just taped it all together and put it back on the car. And it lasted that way until the car was no more. And that was a year later. When I finally killed that car, it was at my my high school graduation. What was it? My high school graduation's like a graduation party, like where everyone goes and gets shit faced and makes poor decisions after high school graduation.
That never happened to my high school.
Well, I didn't drink at the time. I didn't start drinking until I was 19, I think. Maybe.
And then you never stopped.
It's pretty much absolutely accurate. I didn't drink at all in high school. And then mostly because and the reason I didn't drink in high school was not an aversion to alcohol. I was neither religious nor like straight edge enough to avoid alcohol for any of those reasons. It was because I hated all the people who had beer that would because I couldn't buy beer because it would require associating with one of those people. And if it was just beer I was getting because they had bought it, you know, like even if I wasn't buying it, there were not enough people in my town that it made any sense to associate with any of the people that could get me alcohol as a minor. But when I turned 19, when I was 19, I was in college at that point. So like I had college friends who could buy liquor for me. So it was different. And actually, there was no drunk people. What had happened was when it was out in the like woods at one of my friend's house who lives like way out some dirt road, off of another dirt road. Because that's where I'm from. It was just the fucking boondocks. And
Boondock Saints, classic.
Not what it was like at all. They on my way out there, I was driving through like the field to park at his house. And I had hit a rock and it cracked my oil pan. Just a little bit though. The thing was, I parked facing just downhill enough that it drained the entire reservoir of oil out of my vehicle. And then I drove it home in the morning and went to sleep. And then I woke up and I was like, I gotta go to work. So I went to go to work, and as I was pulling out of my driveway, there was a car coming. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta gun it so that well, I mean, they weren't gonna hit me, but if you pull out and you see someone coming, you go fast so that you don't inconvenience them and get them pissed off at you or whatever. It's just a courteous thing to do. Well, in my vehicle, this was a poor decision because I may have made it to a garage if I had driven and put in very few RPMs on that engine. But what I had done is I had like hit the gas, sent the RPMs way up, immediately cooked off all oil that was left in the pistons, and I was driving a bone dry vehicle, and about 1 second later I threw a rod through the engine.
Oof.
And so it was completely total. And it was funny because you could drive it. It was with 3 cylinders, but it would only go for a little while because the timing was so fucked up that eventually it would just like it would miss one of the rods would miss or something like that, and the car would die. So I drove it like fucking like 30 yards at a time to the garage, and there it sat, and I got someone paid me $200 for it or some shit like that, which is, at the time, like you couldn't even salvage it for that much because it was mostly plastic anyway. Those things. So that's what happened. And the next car was a 2007 Dodge Caliber. They were the kind of like crossover small SUV.
I've driven one. That's like a rental car to me.
Yes, they're so all my first 2 cars were rental cars basically. The Oldsmobile Alero was a popular rental car, and the Dodge Caliber is a popular rental car. And they're like rental cars, they're fine. There's nothing remarkable about them. It's a car. Whatsoever.
It works.
The thing about the 2007 Dodge Caliber is that the A-frame would just eventually, and tie rod ends and the A-frame and everything, they were just fuck up at some point. So I had to replace that like 4 times, and it was like a $300 fix every time. The first time I wrecked it, I drove into a ditch going 0.001 miles per hour. I was delivering pizza at the time, and this guy's house had like this chasm of a fucking ditch in front of it, and like 2 on each. So it was basically a half moon shape, his driveway, with his house like in the middle, and on each side of the driveway there were like little, like barely car wide ways to get back onto the road that like from the ditch, and I had missed it by like an inch, and it just like immediately like put my car into this weird ditch thing, and it was like standing almost straight up, and I had to call my dad to just come and like yank me out of the ditch while I was delivering pizza. So that was annoying. But that caused like no damage. The next time I wrecked it was when it got totaled, which was I think about 4 or 5 years ago. I was driving home from work that day, and it was doing a bunch of like freezing rain, so the weather conditions were terrible, and I went to go get into a turning lane. So I was turning left to a turning lane, and when I did that, I got hit. I got sideswiped. And I didn't understand how I got sideswiped, because if you think of this, it was a 1-lane road on either side, so there was no passing lanes. It's 1 lane eastbound, 1 lane westbound, but there was a turning lane in the middle. And I got sideswiped, and I was like, how the fuck does that happen? There was no oncoming traffic. Well, some idiots were driving on the wrong side of the road because they didn't realize that the visibility was so shitty that they didn't realize that. So when I was getting into the turning lane, they were trying to like get back into the regular lane, and they sideswiped me. And like they were driving a 96 or so Ford Explorer, like the model that came out after the OJ Ford Explorer, but like before they discontinued the Explorer because of the bad rep it got from OJ. And they had basically damaged the front corner of their bumper and a tiny bit of the fender, but it scraped down the entirety of this car of mine. So that's like 4 panels that were damaged on the car, so it was totaled. It didn't matter how bad the damage was, it was just 4 panels were damaged. The car is not a very expensive car, it's totaled. The nice thing about that, though, is that my insurance company forgot to take like the cost of the car and the insurance payment, and so to basically subtract the cost of the car from the cost of the repair payout, and then give me the remainder or whatever. I don't remember how they were supposed to do it, but basically, like, you have to pay your insurance company the cost of the car if you have not paid off the car or some shit like that. I don't really remember. They didn't like remember to do that, so they just gave me a check for $5,000, which is way more than that car cost. And didn't even raise my rate, so I know they fucked up somehow. So I immediately spent that $5,000 like on anything I could find, because then if they were like, we fucked up, like, well, you gave me the money and it's gone now. But that totaled that car. I had it up until I moved into this house this year. And it was still running fine. It did that thing where I had to replace the tie rod ends and whatever. And I was like, I don't really want to replace them again. This car, I've had it for too long. It's got 200,000 miles on it. I'm just done with this car. And my aunt, who has like perpetually the worst car, and I don't know how she always finds the worst cars. Like she'll be like, oh yeah, I got a new car. I got it for $800 at Geo Metro. I'm like, there is no way you're going to get $800 out of that Geo Metro. Why did you fucking buy it? I gave it to her for the cost of what it would cost to repair it. So I told her I'd take it to a garage and get it repaired, and she could have it. She gave me that cost. And then my Buick Lucerne came from my mother, who still has her 2010 Jeep Wrangler and is considering getting another car, but obviously she can only drive one vehicle at a time because she's not Evel Knievel or whatever. So She's like, you want to buy the car? I was like, yeah, I'll buy the car. So now I have a Buick. I told you this was the most uninteresting fucking stories.
No, it's fine. It gave me a chance to read about how that QAnon shaman is secretly Antifa.
Oh yeah, they're all secretly Antifa. Wow, so I'm gonna edit all that out of the podcast.
Yeah, why did you ask me? I fucking told you these are the most boring fucking stories in the world. Tell us what you had, Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky. Well, you're supposed to lighten it up. You're supposed to be like, okay, so I was gonna gun it, and then, whoa, and this
John,
guy hit me.
when have I ever told a story with any amount of detail that people didn't just fucking zone out for?
Wait, holy fuck! Spanky's on the podcast.
Wait, who's Spanky?
Who's Spanky? Spanky, you're not even allowed because you're not born in the 80s.
Yeah, get out.
I know.
Get out, gamer girl.
All right.
Oh my god.
Go home, gamer girl.
Speaking of being old as fuck,
Okay.
I downloaded something this week.
All right. TikTok.
I was I got that for sure. I was super sad about what happened a week ago, or what ended a week ago. That I needed to have it forever.
2020 ended?
Yeah, but that was also the end of Flash.
Oh, you downloaded... I downloaded that too.
I downloaded Flashpoint. I've been playing a shit out of Papa's Taco Mia.
So, yeah, can you explain what Flashpoint is? I'm assuming you didn't download the, 90 gigabyte version or whatever.
You mean the 900 gigabyte
900 gigabyte version?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I would.
I kind of want to, just to have it.
If I had a 2 TB solid state in this thing, I probably would. But I do not, so I just downloaded the launcher and just will download the hentai games as I go. I mean, sorry, the normal safe for kids games as I go.
I need to get all the Newgrounds Neon Genesis Evangelion dating sims that I can get.
No, it's fine because we can also get the old Ego Raptor Awesome animations.
Yeah,
like Metal Gear Awesome. Oh, it's Liquid Snake.
Adam.
Remember whenever Ego Raptor said the N-word in those? That was funny.
I don't remember.
He probably
did. Adam, are you alive?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I just remember last time Adam was on the podcast, he would fall asleep all the time.
No.
Well, and you did have
bed?
you did have me tell literally the most fucking boring story in the world. So if there was an opportunity for him to fall, please.
So I'm really happy I downloaded Flashpoint, not just because of the Flash stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, this whole Flashpoint project was put together by Blue Maxima. Right now, it currently has 70,000 games and more than 8,000 animations, but it runs on 20 different platforms, which means not only am I dealing with all my Newgrounds games I used to like to play, but all the Candy Stand Shockwave games are on here.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god, I can play Candy Stand Mini Golf.
Yes, you can.
Candy Stand had a Lifesavers adventure game on it. Oh my god,
I had forgotten about
shit.
Candy Stand until about this moment and how much time I spent on candystand.com
now,
in high school.
Bad news is that the Shockwave player doesn't resize. So it is tiny
So
as
it's the
fuck on my
tiny
screen.
little window.
Whatever. For a little bit of nostalgia, I can handle. But the Flash player does, so that's nice. I also, in addition to playing some of my old Papa's Burgeria kind of shit games, I also found this garbage game I used to play a long time ago called Taco Joe, which was just
Taco Joe.
Taco
Guacamole. Yeah, I remember that. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh man, Flash being dead is the worst thing ever, but I think this Flashpoint thing is very
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
I recognize Taco Joe.
Yeah.
Taco.
That's one of those really old fucking Flash games.
Now I think everything Homestar Runner should be on this shit, but I wasn't digging into it. And if not, I think archive.org did embed everything Homestar Runner.
Well, if you go on the Homestar Runner website, they actually have their own like Flash emulator running on stuff.
Okay. Well,
so
it's
you
good
can
because
watch it, but the frame rate is bad.
Oh, that sucks. Because they just
Yeah.
released level 10 of the Stinko Man 20 XD6 game,
Yeah,
the Mega Man clone. Yeah,
it was available for very short amount of time.
3 days before the end of Flash.
Yeah, they were like, let's put it out. Yeah, so that's cool that exists. Flashpoint's really fun. I'll have to we should like stream some Flash games at some point. That'd be fun. I love Flash games. I missed them already. I went to Spanky was on when I was doing this. I think it was like after New Year's or something, but went to like congregate.com and nothing works. Like games don't load.
Congregate was breaking for a while, so that's just Congregate being Congregate.
John went and seen all of his starving Neopets.
Yeah, I went on neopets.com and it was
There you
like
go.
really sad that like nothing was like working.
Yeah.
Fucking Lifesavers, Gummies, Pineapple Treasure Hunt. That
Yep.
was the shit. I fucking played that so much.
So did you get that downloaded then, Spanky? But I'm sorry, I got confused. So TJ,
But yeah,
any other Flash hits that you want to shout out?
not that I could think of yet. I need to start digging into this quite a bit more.
Okay.
Correctly, there were some sniper games that were kind of cool.
I'm sure there were. And remember, Flash was the home of
Oh, yeah,
all the escape the room shits.
Capital Sniper.
Oh yeah,
That's a classic.
I love escape the room games.
There was the Las Vegas Sniper. Lots of great games.
Wow.
Anyway.
A lot of stuff getting edited out of this episode, I assume.
Yeah, what? I'm sure those exist. Anyway, guys, how's
Yes.
life?
Well,
You
Adam!
don't want to know.
I want to know something about Adam. We're on
Yeah,
episode
Adam.
420.
Adam,
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
everything that's happened to you since the last time you were on the show?
That's not what I was going to ask him, but I mean, I'll allow it. Stuff.
I think the
We
last
still
time.
live in the same place that I recorded with you.
Yes. I think the last time I actually recorded with you was your bachelor party. maybe.
Probably, yeah. That was in the
That
spring
was-
of 18.
Yeah. So
I believe that was also the last time that Lance was on the podcast.
Probably.
Saturday
I
night.
sleuthed this. No,
he
I
won't
think
he won't be back on.
Why not?
Why not, John?
Well, first off, he would probably have to come on the Discord, which I gave him an
Ooh.
invite to. But now, if he were to go on the Discord and look through it, he would probably not be happy. The
Why,
amount of
John? Why
shitting
would he
on
not
him
be
that has
happy?
happened in the Discord.
Well, I assume he's probably like wanted for trying to take over the Capitol or something by now.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, so no, Adam, you're allowed back on to the podcast, as is Mercury, but I don't know what Mercury's up to. She's doing something. Adam,
yes.
how has Proposition whatever number changed your life?
You mean the weed proposition?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you live in a land of legal weed.
Yeah. It's great.
Unlike any of us. I think even Missouri is probably better than Wisconsin.
We
Right?
have medical weed. That's
We don't
it.
even have medical weed in Wisconsin.
no.
It's crazy.
The best we
It's
have is it's like
insane.
decriminalized here.
It's because Wisconsin has so much gerrymandering that nothing will ever get passed. Because it's like 70% Republicans in a state that clearly is about 50% Democrat. But there's just so much gerrymandering that we'll never have the state legislature enough to pass any of this shit. But anyway, Illinois, right?
Yeah.
What is that? How does that work now? Do you just go to your local fucking weedery?
Well, someone were a fine, upstanding citizen, they would.
Here's the problem with your local.
You're still buying illegal weed?
No, here's the problem with your local weedery, John. It sucks. It's bad weed. It is expensive.
It's fucking expensive.
I see. So you want the bad, shitty dirt weed?
Are you kidding me? Like, you get some pretty nice stuff on the black market. Let me tell you.
How is there a black market though? Isn't that just legal now?
No, it's only legal from like a it has to be
So
taxed.
you're no longer paying. So now you're committing tax fraud instead of.
Let's not say that.
You're paying sales tax on all that, correct?
No, it's just like going somewhere to buy some illegal raw milk. It's
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's farm to table, you know. It's a co-op.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been really nice. I did buy a little bit of legal weed, so I have a legal container. I go every once in a while, so I have a container to put illegal weed into, so it looks legal.
Smart. That's smart.
But aside from that, it's great. I love it.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So now you just don't have to worry about it. Now you can just fucking get high all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How are you alive?
How am I alive?
Yeah.
How is Snoop Dogg alive?
Yeah, it's
like-
you can't overdose on weed. Come on.
Exactly.
You could try and then you'll just fall asleep.
Yeah. It's been good. I don't know. I much prefer it to like alcohol. So alcohol, don't really like the taste. Being drunk's fun, but I don't know. Hangovers aren't.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
So I much prefer weed.
Well, that's good.
And I never really drank before I was 21, going way back,
Mm-hmm.
because I was a square.
That's okay. We were both squares.
Yeah.
John still is a
We
square.
played Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's what we did instead of drinking and watched. No, we played imports of Dragon Ball Z fighting games.
Yeah.
You played World of Warcraft and worked on your ponytail.
Well, that
Just
was in
concentrate
college.
on growing
In
it.
high school, World of Warcraft didn't exist yet.
Hmm.
Or else I probably wouldn't have gotten into college. Yeah, so okay, well that's good. I'm glad to hear nothing has changed for Adam. He's still got his well, do you still have to like talk to him though when you go over and get the weed? You still have to like have like a conversation
He's like, hey, want to hang out, play Smash?
with the weed dealer?
Well, I mean,
I'm sure it's all contactless now these days, probably.
Right?
no, it's. I'm not gonna name any names, but I got a guy that did a lot of that stuff for me. That's a close friend.
I see. Well, what I was wondering is just like every time. So I had never been a weedman, but I had a
That's
friend.
what they're called, Weedmans.
A dream
I had
sailor.
a friend that had a scale, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he was definitely the type of person who would be like, let's hang out
Yeah.
after let's smoke some of the weed you've purchased together.
Indeed.
You know, and
Reminds
that
me-
always feels like an obligation, I feel.
I meant to, because on this is the 420 cast. I'm gonna smoke a blunt on the.
You mean,
Son of a bitch.
I like how you planned this and you've forgotten an hour into the
I
episode.
have my boyfriend roll it for me. Because
I see. Is he your he's your roller boy? Can I call him that?
I was a roller boy.
I don't.
that, but
Adam, are you the house boy
Oh no.
in this relationship?
what?
I love the term house boy. I've
Ever
learned
since
the
I
term-
joined the podcast, we've been obsessed with houseboys
And
No.
ABTL.
and adult babies.
and adult baby diaper lovers.
ABDL. Adam, look it up.
Damn
No,
it.
look it up.
Don't
I
look it
don't
up.
want to do another ABDL episode,
No,
John.
we're not.
please.
We're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Just
But
look
Adam,
it up
Google
silently
ABDL after you
yourself.
smoke some weed,
Oh,
and you'll laugh. So anyway, Adam's gonna rip some flat cuts. So is Matt, apparently. I'm assuming, because Matt has left the episode screen. Or Matt's got to go take a dump or pee or something. That's what he always does when he's
but yeah. What I was getting to is, I don't know. We smoke like blunts here, and blunts are meant to be shared. You know.
You smoke blunts. Is Isaiah there? Can he say hi?
He's not here yet. He's back in the.
All right, we'll make him say hi when he gets on the air.
I will do that.
Okay. Smoking a blunt, huh? I think I've told this story on the podcast before of the most precarious blunt situation I was ever in college. When I was we were taking a theater trip to Chicago, and our theater professor was in the front seat. I really hope she never listens to this, but she was in the front seat of like the rented Edgewood Catholic school, Catholic college bus thing, like the giant like Ford 12-seater like van. She was driving down to Chicago, and in the very far back seat there's a man whose name started with a C and ended with a J. If you know what I'm talking about, Matt. Who was rolling an enormous blunt in the back of the school bus that we were all taking to college. And that was just like, I remember like looking back and being like, oh my God, this is open like weed blunt rolling operation happening in the back of the school trip bus.
That guy didn't have a lot of like impulse control. He was pretty much just like, no, I'm just going to do this thing, whatever.
No, and I remember the best part of that trip was, this is back when I actually smoked weed, which I never did because it's legal and I would never do that. But if I had hypothetically,
if
right,
I
Adam?
did it.
If I was going to get hypothetical, isn't that what you used to say?
Let's get hypothetical.
So anyway, no, but like we like showed up and he had his car. He was like, let's hotbox. And we just drove around the parking lot, hotboxing his car, and then parked in the fucking bottom of the parking ramp and sat there. And then we'd get into the fucking bus and he's like rolling a fucking giant blunt in the back. And then we get to, when you drive down to Illinois and there's that like overpass, like where there's like the restaurants and shit.
Yeah.
The Oasis.
Yep.
Like off
Panda
the freeway.
Express,
so we stopped there to like
shit.
refill the, gas and like get something to eat because it was like, we left in the morning. It was like 10 a.m. or something. I was like, oh, let's grab breakfast or something. So we went out back and smoked weed by the dumpsters, like in the back with like all the employees that work there, I'm sure. It was just like really blatant. It was just like, let's just go smoke weed like on this trip. Like we could have been in a lot of fucking trouble if that would have happened. But it was just like that time in your life where you're just like, you know what? This is during the party house, the despair house, the despair apartment.
Yeah.
That's been referenced, and the United 93 apartment, all of that era of my life. That's where the United 93 story came from. That apartment needed to be raised after they left it. It was the situation. But yeah, I just remember that. And like multiple times. And then once we got to Chicago, I was like enough of like a, I guess smart enough to just be like, this is crazy. like when we were like in like the college area or whatever, driving, like people smoke weed, whatever. But like in like the, like where the Bean is downtown, there's like a parking ramp underneath there, that you can park at.
Yeah.
And then people were just like, let's, I gotta go to everybody, let's go upstairs to like look at the Bean. And then like the crew's like, let's smoke weed in the fucking parking lot. like I feel like this isn't a good idea. And I left at that point. And while the rest of the more hardcore people were like, that I had gotten enough weed for the day at that point. I was like, we're going to go see Second City and see like a show and like stuff. And I was kind of like more in like the leadership of the theater. I was in one of the theater leadership groups. I was like, should probably not like hang out with these people that are my friends.
I need to be able to walk and function.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I was never a huge weedman, so I had enough at that point. I was like, you know what, I'm good. Like the car ride was fun to be baked during, but
especially since you were driving.
I was not trying to wish. No, our lovely and current friend, theater professor who's like lives near me as a neighbor, was driving around a bunch of people like with a lot of weed, which she didn't know about, which is a good thing, and she probably won't ever because I don't think she listens to this. She was on this podcast at one point, but anyway, Adam, have you finished your blunt?
What?
Your blunt situation. Where are you at?
Oh, it's being rolled right now.
Oh, it's still being rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to check in.
Yeah.
You know, we could check into Adam since you're here.
Oh no.
I have the koozie.
Oh my.
Nice.
So last time I talked about this, I don't even know if you'll be referenced in this, but this is my first thing. Here we go. This is June 5th, 1:03 a.m. June 05, I think. Thursday the 9th. 1:03 a.m. Okay, I lied. I didn't write yesterday, but now I'm changing my format yet again. Currently listening to The Fiery Furnaces, Quaker Blueberry Boat. It's a great album, by the way. Today I got up around noon. The heady days of your freshman year of college. I'm like Matt over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, so different from how I live now.
Thanks to watching. This is want to hear the most metal shit that I was fucking doing that made me have to be waking up at noon, motherfucker, because I was up late watching When Harry Met Sally.
I'll have what you're having.
Fuck yeah, bro. I was up late. I went to the wellness center and pumped some iron. Oorah. Pumped some iron. The wellness center. Remember the wellness center, Adam? In Darlington? Did you ever go there?
Not if I could help it.
So the wellness center was just like if you lived in the town of like 2,000 people and you paid like, I'm sure, some ridiculously low fee per year, you just got a little key fob and go to the wellness center where they had like 8 treadmills and just a bunch of random shit. There was always old people there. It was good. Saw the new Campus Life guy, Jeff whatever. I don't know what that is. Jeff, I don't know what I'm referring to here. New Campus Life guy. It was there. Yeah, awkward. Oh, maybe Campus Life. I don't know. Anyway, MTV was on, swearing away while we were working out. I didn't want to change the channel because I was there first, and I didn't want to act like the TV was objecting him. What?
The fuck are you talking? Were you high when you wrote this?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. No, definitely. That was 2005. Probably hadn't even really been drinking then. I didn't. Okay, so I think what I meant was the Campus Life guy was like. So you remember in D-Town, Adam, when you used to hang out with all the Baptist kids?
Oh, do I?
When
ever?
Adam was religious and a right-wing
Yeah.
conservative.
When I was a terrible person.
Anyway, yeah, I remember having
You
a
hung
very
out
late
with
night.
Baptists, so you had to be terrible.
I was.
I remember having a very long late night discussion about abortion where I was on a certain side and Adam was on another side.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Man.
but you came around. Anyway,
Yeah.
That's what you get for fucking hanging out with Baptists.
Yeah.
So I believe what I'm saying to Campus Life guy was probably someone who worked at like the church, like.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying right here because TV was objecting him, saying like he shouldn't hear that he works for the church kind of thing. He didn't change it because he thought I was watching it. I wasn't. So there was a bit of an awkward situation where this like churchy guy and I were working out and there was MTV on and it was probably like fucking real life. I'm a drug addict or something. And it was weird.
My favorite MTV program. Real life, I'm a drug addict.
Real life? True life. Sorry. True life. I'm a drug addict. Anyway, I finished there and came back and had barbecue chicken for lunch. I lazed around for a while till work. Where was I working? Watching Boy Meets World. At work.
Nice.
Oh!
Oh my god, what?
Oh,
computer center.
No, you know where this was, Adam.
What?
Where you and I worked together.
Oh,
Mickey
it
D's?
was Charlton.
Yeah, baby. The
Oh.
Charlton group when Adam and I were both telemarketers together.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck!
Stuart Walker sat next to me.
The
He
birth
is
of
cra-
John Comics.
That's right. He is crazy. It is great because so am I. This is the year before you worked there, I think. Because I think I had worked there a year and I was like, "This is the summer job I had," and then you were probably like, well, "All right, that sounds not awful. It pays better than working at." Because I remember, didn't you try and get a job like the grocery store and they wouldn't let you work there?
Probably.
Yeah, they refused because of all the things you did with all the vegetables.
Nat-
So,
Well, the cucumbers should be shaped like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, he is from Freeport and knows Peter and Cole, which are two of my friends. Small world, eh? We played Jeopardy at work to learn for the test the next day. Curse that training. Meh. Almost over. Someone at work stole my Hot Pocket.
Oh fuck!
It was in the freezer yesterday. Well, not much else to say. How about a couple stories? Jessica. Oh, shit. I've told this story before. Jessica and the shoot down of CW. CW went to prom with Jessica, and he must have developed a crush. They went, and just some things out of this. Jessica, what was her name? What was the name I came up with her? Was it Jessica?
You keep
girl
changing it. It's
Anyway,
fine.
this is the same girl that had a crush on in high school. So he must have developed a crush. They went to prom together because, like, in our small town, prom was like a big thing. And even if you're romantically linked with someone, you still had to go to prom because everyone wanted everyone to go to prom. And so, like, he went with her because he was like, you know, he probably liked her, but she was like, I gotta like go to prom with someone so my parents can take photos of me in a dress. Anyway, and he must have developed a crush. This year he was sending her poems and talking all lovey-dovey. Wow, Petey knew all about this and advised him against this because she would definitely shoot him down. I learned this last summer. Jessica wants nothing to do with guys. She is not interested. This is why I never asked her out, even though I wanted to. So, CW tells PD that love will prevail. I think I've told the story of the podcast before. And decides to ask her out. He was shot down faster than a pheasant at an NRA meeting. That's a good little
Oh
turn.
man, you know all the pheasants that get shot at NRA meetings.
You know what? Why don't you? I should have said a black person at an NRA meeting.
Jesus Christ.
Was
John.
more accurate.
That is
No,
yeah.
I don't know if they
What?
shoot living things when they're at the meeting. I think
Then
I
what
think
else
those
did
are
they
Have
like-
you
do at
seen the
meeting?
Simpsons episode? Where they go to the NRA and they all have guns and stuff.
I wasn't born in the 80s, John. I haven't seen any Simpsons episode.
Oh,
It was
anyway.
bad by the time I was
Don't
old
worry, The
enough to
Simpsons
watch
is
it.
still on. You can watch it.
Here's
right
the
now.
kicker. He cried. Boy, he cried a lot. So I remember I told this story in the past. I think it was because I think I was referencing this even with Kuzi, but it was like they went to like an away football game together, like just as like a carpool. And he like asked her out there, and then they had to like drive like 2 hours back afterwards. And he was like sobbing the whole time. And my friend who was sitting in the back seat remembered this. And I feel bad because he's a nice guy. And you know, but she I remember I looked her up on Facebook. She's like married now with like kids and
I
shit.
just posted one of my senior prom photos in
Nice.
the Bytecast discussion.
I wish I had them. I could take it. Next time I'm home, I'll have to take it.
Hey, John, isn't she the one who just got shot in DC?
I mean, it wouldn't put me past her, but she didn't friend me back on Facebook when I put a Facebook friend request. So anyway, he was devastated. Ouch. I wouldn't have been hit that bad, but wow, he's a cool guy. Man, I don't know. Well, the more you know. And then I wrote stupid Canadians for some reason, so I don't know. And then I also have this over here. We've got nature over nurture crossed out, and then nurture over nature crossed out. Or is that?
Oh,
So I was like,
okay.
nurture is more than nature. I don't know. Just a minute ago, I had the urge to become a paleontologist. We'll see. That's it.
How'd that work out?
I had a quick pop into my head there that I got to become a paleontologist. I am 10 times smarter and wittier than I was this time last year. P.S. I'm working at Charlton again. So that was after my first year of college. So I will take a pause there. We've got another entry, it looks like, from the next day, actually. And that's the last. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's finish fucking Koozie.
Yeah.
We got one post
Burn
left.
that motherfucker down.
Well, no, I remember I told you I have college Koozie here that I found. A separate one. So, for my senior year of college.
College Koozie Chronicles, all spelled with K's.
There's a
Oh no.
Right. So here it is. 1:52 a.m. 06/10/05 Friday morning. Currently listening to Melancholy and Infinite Sadness by the Smashing Pumpkins. I'm writing this like fucking like if I had one, this would be a Zanga blog, which I think I did have in between. Oh, Adam started smoking the blunt.
Yeah, it's almost done.
Is Isaiah there to say hi or not?
Isaiah is here. I don't know if he'll say hi or not. Louder.
Hi.
All right.
Hey.
So, yeah, the Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, this is the last time I wrote. Wow, woke up at noon today. Gotta stop doing that.
Overachiever.
No, so I definitely had like a Zanga blog. I can't figure out how to access it though. Like, because Zanga kind of closed down. I want to find those old blog entries though, because they're really cringy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember? Did you read them, Adam? Or are you remembering my cringy blog post, or did you have your own?
Read them.
Oh God.
I might have even had like a subscription, and I might have that folder still in Gmail somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I went on their website and tried to like log in, and it like had like some sort of like crazy download that I could download in my archive. I don't know. I'll have to fuck around with it and find out. Woke up and needed it. Next week, 6:30 a.m. is my wake up call.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I think
That
it's
didn't
because
happen.
of work. Because I think I had
Oh.
to work at the Charlton group at, I think it started at 7 or 7:30.
Yeah, Monroe.
Because I had to drive there. It was like a half-hour drive. Well, today, I did nothing but play with Legos.
Yeah.
What a good day. Nostalgia. And watch Boy Meets World till work. Because I think when you worked, when it's Charlton group, I think when you worked and you were doing the training was only like half day. It was like noon to 5 or something. I did the test at work and passed, for sure. We got on the phones again, and I rocked it with 5 sales in 3 hours, earning me a $5 gift card at Walmart. Woo! $5. I feel sorry for Stuart W. He was not doing well and was pulled off the phones for more training. Ouch. Well, he learned good, hopefully. My writing is not much better. I got home and did nothing and watched the MTV Movie Awards. Anchorman was robbed. Oof.
Man, that's such a hot take for something as consequential as the MTV Movie Awards.
Kaylin called me at work. Oh no! Oh shit! I gotta edit that out. CW called me at work. He sounded pretty sad. He asked if we could hang out for Canoe Fest. This was the Darlington thing. Remember Canoe Fest, Adam?
I do.
Yeah, it was summer, like June. That's like this weekend or
June.
this post because this is June 10th. So, he said he said he had no one else to hang out with.
Ooh.
So I gladly accepted. Kaylin is cool in my book. Boy, he sounded lonely. I'm gonna call Amy tomorrow, see how things are going. Maybe ask for a date. I'll play it by ear. I didn't. I am working on my website. Oh, fuck yes. My old website with John Comics. www.tothelimit.com.
Oh, god damn it. To the limit.
I remember that.
I'm hoping for a web space soon, whatever that means. Oh, I'm working offline on the front page, getting it set up. I was back when you would work on a web page offline because of dial-up. I cannot wait. More John comics next year. See ya, Kooz. Peace out. And that's it. That's the last entry of Koozie.
Did you ever actually have tothelimit.com?
No. It was so that's what I wanted, but I didn't know how to do that. So I made a GeoCities To The Limit webpage.
Oh, okay.
Or an Angel Fire or something. So tothelimit.angelfire.com or something is what it existed. So that's what I had, and that's where the John comics were. But anyway, I'll have to find the Zanga blog because that is good, and it's in between my my time as a pre-adult, like 20 to when I was graduated from college and I was much more of a real person. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta find my Zanga blog.
Yeah, when I tried to link to it, it said you had to like upgrade to Zanga 2 or something. 2.0.
See, like, because when I log in on my account, when I log in on my account, like it logs me in, but then there's nothing here, and it says we've saved your Zanga blog archives for you. Click here to download them. But it actually did work this time. Oh, they're in WXR format.
Ew.
Which is no, they're just XML files.
Is there not a upgrade to Zanga 2.0?
There is, but I don't think that you actually will get your archive. I don't think you can get your archive into that format.
I think it.
WXR is just a WordPress file.
I know. I don't want to put it on the actual WordPress site that I have because I don't want anyone to read this but me until I deem it okay.
Well, I definitely have some of them in email form. If you can't get it up,
what? How do you have them in email for? Oh, because you were subscribed.
Yeah, I got an email every time you posted. Oh man, yeah, there's some.
Oh my God, Adam, why? Was it what email address was that? Flounder?
What?
What email address? Were you Adam.ham?
Yeah.
Was this before or after you got my website permanently banned from Google AdSense?
I don't remember.
You bastard. Oh, I see posts. Oh, dude. I recently got back from a oh yeah, it's all in here in WordPress format. I can snag all this out. Oh, except for it's got a lot of fucking bullshit HTML mixed in. Oh, of course it does. Hell yeah, dude.
If you want to just send it to me, I can run it through a parser and get you a plain.html page out of it.
All right. They're XML files, Spanky. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, because you're asexual, I'll allow it.
What does that have to do with anything? This is literally like when my old fucking boss at my last job, when he found out I was colorblind, after he found out I was asexual, he was like, wait, you're colorblind and asexual?
That's allowed?
Like, yes, what the fuck
things?
So the
also have a size 11 shoe, isn't that fucking crazy?
Holy fuck.
Ooh, wow, nice shoe size.
That's not fair.
Nobody has me beat.
No, John, but I'm also 5'9", so if I had you beat, it would be pretty fucking wild.
15, baby!
You're my height? How's that?
Because I'm also short. I don't know.
TJ, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, I didn't realize.
I'm like 5'9".
5'9".
Adam, you're not 5'9".
I am pretty.
Some.
What?
You're short, Adam. Come on.
Listen, on a good day, I'm 5'9".
Spanky, I don't know how to share files with you. So I just email them to you. Spanky.works at spanky.works.
Is the is I don't think I have any Spanky.works. I have Spanky. Well, I'm not going to say my email on the fucking.
Yeah.
Why don't you just send it to me on Discord and then I will email it to you?
Is the file bigger than 8 megabytes?
The file, well, I'll tell you, the file is all text and it is 306 kilobytes. So
Just
I feel
send
like
it on Discord.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I could just send it on Discord.
As long as it's below 8 megabytes, you can send it straight through Discord.
All right. I'm going to send this to Spanky only, and I only trust you because you're asexual. I don't. If you, I'm referencing Nathan for you. I don't know if you've seen anyone else has seen that but me.
I think someone has sent me the clips. One of my favorite references to asexuality was in the show Scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Carla was giving birth, Turk had told Carla, "Hey, I got someone who's gonna video the whole thing." And Carla says, "Oh, hell no. Ain't no one gonna video my cooter unless he's completely asexual." And then Ted, the lawyer character, walks in, and Carla's like, "Oh, Ted, hey, that's cool."
Yeah. No, the Nathan for you is...
the guy who played Ted died last year.
Yes, I did see that. It's sad.
Womp womp.
So the Nathan for you sketch is... Anyway, if you haven't seen Nathan for you, watch it. It's fucking incredible. But the sketch in question was he does like business advice for small businesses, but it's always like ridiculous, insane advice. Like I think one of them was Best Buy has a price match policy, and they were going to game that by having this local electronics store have a HD TV for like $1, but you had to meet all these ridiculous requirements. Like they had a tuxedo dress code only in their store, and there was an alligator in front of the TV, all this crazy shit. But there was an episode where he was like, well, people don't want, bringing their stuff into computer repair shops because people will look through all of their stuff, looking for like nudie pics and things. And so they wanted an all asexual repair staff. So, they wouldn't have to worry about that. And he like had the room where the asexuals worked on the computer as like a double airlock. So when the guy who owned the shop, who wasn't an asexual, would like have to like go in, it would be like, warning, sexual person is entering the room, warning. And like lights would flash. It was just really ridiculous. So that just reminds me of like the asexual computer repair shop. Because so you're gonna look at my emo blog from my college years about dating women and things, and you won't be, there isn't any nudity.
Wait,
photos.
You did women and things?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you're into that kind of stuff.
Watermelon, heated up in the microwave.
He's one of those people that tries to like marry a bridge.
So anyway, that was so I've got we'll dig into the Zanga blog in the future. But Adam, how was that hit? Huh?
How was what hit?
Well, you smoked a blunt.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that how the kids say it? That rad hit? Those fat clouds.
What do they say?
I don't know. I'm not a kid.
You're not doing any. You got any honey oil? You dabbing down there?
Yeah, I dab.
Okay.
I dab.
Oh.
I do drugs now. Yeah. So.
Well, that's good. I don't. Yeah. Because I want my body clean. The only drugs I do are escitalopram.
I do
my legal high.
I abuse my Adderall all the time, even though it's technically prescribed to me.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
you're a meth head.
I smoke my fluoxetine every day.
I was about to say, what is an SSRI? That doesn't have like a legal drug equivalent. Like, amphetamine is fucking that's your uppers, which is what Spanky is doing.
Wouldn't it be like ecstasy?
Like, I've got some like Ativan.
Because
that's like a downer, but people just take Xanax illegally. So
I know what I just heard about Ativan today.
I will say, like, an eighth or so of shrooms and one Xanax is a good time.
I don't think shrooms are legal, Adam.
Yeah,
they are in like Oregon or something.
I hear those things are a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You've heard that that's a good idea.
I'm just imagining Adam like the recipes on the back of the jelly bean bag, like add an ice cream jelly bean and a banana jelly bean for a banana.
I want to
split.
I want to take Adam of now back to high school Adam and watch high school Adam's mind explode.
Oh my god, it would.
I mean, in high school, were you?
I wish I
you,
could.
Were you?
Further.
Would you have considered yourself bisexual in high school?
I would no, definitely not.
You didn't even know at that point?
It's incredible what kind of cognitive dissonance you can do if you really try.
Okay. Because I didn't know, because like when you were in high school, you were straight, like at least as far as any outward.
The problem with me is I was just so far down the religion hole.
I see.
It was just so it wasn't even like a consideration for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it worked for me is, since I'm bisexual, like I kind of like thought that's basically the way everybody was, and it made sense to me, like that, you know, being gay was wrong because like everybody felt that way, but you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, you know, everybody says, "Oh, I'm not gay," or whatever, you know. But,
I mean, there's a lot of stories about former lawmakers that kind of followed that same line of like, no, everybody doesn't think like this.
Yeah. It's so for me it was really I had to overcome the like religion bullshit before I could be like, okay, so now this makes sense.
Yeah, of course. I just think it's interesting. Like it's just such a different thing, and luckily, maybe not luckily, I mean, I never had to worry about that because I've just always been boring.
Yeah, you've just always been
boring
a furry.
cis white male. Yeah, but always just been into furries. You know, like that's me. I'm a cat boy guy. I'm only into cat boys.
No, I'm the cat boy guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What am I into then? What are those really buff like wolves? Is that a thing? What's that called? Adam, what's that called?
It's just called wolves.
Talk about werewolves, like
Okay, Adam doesn't know. I thought maybe Adam knew some furry terms.
buff wolves.
Buff wolf,
Buff wolf,
like a wolf man,
like
like
a
anthropomized
wolf bear,
buff wolf guy.
Is there a special
like the
name
guy
for it?
from Twilight.
Yeah, Jacob Cullen. Wait,
Jacob Black is the name of the werewolf.
Team
That's
Jacob.
racist.
Hey, I only know this because I'm a huge Taylor Lautner fan because of the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which is getting a sequel this year.
I saw that sequel. It looked like ass. It's like fucking superhero high school dads. Some weird
Superhero
fucking
high school dads.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get too deep on the podcast there, but I just thought it'd be interesting because you're such a different person now. You're very liberal. You're very open. You're having. It sounds like you've centered yourself quite well.
I definitely have come to, I think, pretty much where I am at with my beliefs in general. Yeah,
That's good. What about the years of the despair apartment that you lived in? Can we talk about that? I know you've refused in the past.
What do you want to know?
Like when you paid for Chinese food with a DVD.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like,
I was talking the years in which you were out of college and unemployed.
right.
And somehow surviving in an apartment. I imagine have you seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Who?
Adam?
Me? Yeah, of course I have.
I imagine the apartment that you lived in was much like Charlie Day's character's apartment.
Yeah.
Like the studio that you lived in. Remember where there were pizza boxes that were fused to the table
I do remember that.
because they had sat for so long?
Yeah. Yeah, those were dark days.
What? It was just a bad time because you had dropped out of college.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spanky, you famously also did not finish college, correct?
Famously, John?
But you now work a career, right? I'm just saying the similarities between you and Adam in my head are kind of similar because Adam did not graduate from college and now works at a college doing technical things, very similar to what I think you do.
Yeah, you're
Here's what
basically the same
happened.
people.
here's what happened. Originally, between me and Adam, one of us was supposed to be gay and the other one was supposed to be straight. Someone fucking filed it wrong.
Yeah.
He got both the sexualities and I got none of them.
I see.
But otherwise, we were supposed to be basically just like the twins who are one's gay and one's straight, but like the college dropouts who work at the IT department of a college, but one's gay and one's straight, and it just got all fucked up.
And sometimes you ghost hunt together and give special little kisses.
I'd watch that sitcom.
I mean, I would watch that sitcom too. You've actually pitched. We got to email this podcast to ourselves.
Yeah,
Stamp it so that nobody steals it. That's way too good of an idea. No, I just think it's interesting. Like, it's just like people are like, you gotta get a degree to work a real job, and then you got,
famously people with that accent are always promoting college.
Famously, people like that with that accent have committed acts of sedition against the United States of America recently.
So it's funny
to happen time and time again.
It's funny that Adam had a what did you call it? A depression house?
A despair apartment. Where Lance and I shot promotional photos for our band.
Yeah.
In the basement of.
Yeah.
Do you have those pictures?
I do, and I will never show them to the world. The band known as Big Bang Love for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I remember hearing a demo from you guys at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not at the time, but like long after, fairly recently.
What the fuck did we rename the band to? Iron Wolf? What was it?
Mayor McDickburger.
It was a very like westerny sounding name.
What were you guys? What did you host the music on? It was some kind of like
Last FM.
Last FM. Yeah.
I made 0 cents from streams.
I cannot
I never
remember
hit
the
some
name.
sort of threshold. I have it all. Steel Wolf.
It wasn't. No.
It's not got Wolf. I got Wolf on the brain. We talked about sexy wolves.
Stupid sexy wolves.
Stupid sexy wolves.
Stupid sexy Flanders. No, I downloaded all the archives of it at one point.
That's good.
I know, but the problem now that I'm looking at this in my music that I have saved on my computer is that I do not think I have it mixed out from the rest of my actual like thousands of music. So I'm gonna have to look through and find a title that makes sense. Anyway. Shit, that's not my music. Where the fuck is my music? Now I'm worried that I don't have my music downloaded.
Oh no.
You don't need your music downloaded. I'm playing out Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Baseball.
That is a fucking classic game. A banger of a game.
It's got both the English and the Japanese versions.
Nice. Fuck, what was the name of it? It was like Steel Train?
That's closer.
Oh, that sounds right.
It's not it. I'm gonna go to last.fm and see.
I don't think it is Steel Train. It's something else though.
Something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Dr. Last. Okay, let me in. Your account and password needs to be reset.
Oh, was there something about bullets? Was it
Lead Eye?
Lead Eye? Yeah.
So close.
Lead Eye.
Now I can find
That's
Lead
a good
Eye.
name, honestly.
I know. I want to see if I can find some pictures anyway. You know what? They're probably on Facebook, to be honest. Anyway, yeah. So we're just remembering things now. That's this podcast. I mean, that's what you do when you
get a little older. You just start kind of living in the past more and more.
Yeah, like playing all the old Adult Swim games, like Amateur Surgeon or 5 Minutes to Kill Yourself.
Oh shit! I think I remember Amateur Surgeon. I'm gonna definitely download that shit as soon as we're not podcasting anymore.
And look at photos.
Yeah, Amateur Surgeon.
I guarantee you, I just have an album of these photos. Right? I've got to. Oh, I don't know. I don't have I have very few Facebook albums. It's almost like Facebook's a terrible program.
Yeah.
You shouldn't put anything in it.
You're like, no thanks. I'll just use Twitter.
like where I need to get my digital.
You need to like get
Life.
your shit together.
Yeah, because I don't even know where all my old photos are. You know, you got to save that shit. You know, you don't want to lose that forever. Get some old photos.
Does anyone have any car stories they want to tell?
Yeah.
Shut up.
You want to tell a really long car story, anyone? That's mean. I told him to do that.
Yeah, you did. You ruined it. You ruined
It was
the podcast.
definitely my fault. Fuck, dude. Where are my photos? I gotta like look at like old photos. I have like my wedding photos.
Yeah, those aren't
Camera
important.
roll. Fuck, dude. I don't know where anything is. I've changed hard drives so many times and had them die that I have no clue where my fucking actual stuff is. Maybe it's on my F drive. What? I'm just looking through my fucking computer drives, and I think we need to talk about something else. Matt,
Yeah. What's up?
I heard you got into a car accident.
Oh my god.
No. TJ, what's your life been? Spanky? Anything?
Do you want to hear the bad stuff, or do you want to?
Yeah, let's go down to the
I mean-
depression hole. Let's just fucking
Yeah,
the
depression
world's
hole.
shit. Let's all just wallow in it.
I don't think you want to go there, but I'll go there.
I don't,
Okay.
If it's too depressing, John will just edit it out.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
episode will be
yeah.
5 minutes long.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, my mom went to the hospital 5 days ago,
Mhm.
and today we just after her second time being intubated on the ventilator, we took her off. She doesn't want to go back on again. Her CO2 blood concentration is abnormally high, and she'll probably die overnight.
Oh.
Does she have the COVIDs or what's going on with
No,
She was a heavy
COPD.
smoker, right?
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
right.
Um,
That's a
I mean,
real
this is,
bummer.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, John, what's that big sleeping drug that you just mentioned? As
Ativan.
Ativan. Yeah, they
It's
just
not
put her
really
on.
sleeping. It's an anti-anxiety.
Yeah, but they're putting her on a little bit of that so she can they're gonna put her on a BiPAP overnight because she doesn't want to do the intubation anymore, and they're gonna
It's like
see
a
if that helps.
Thing.
Otherwise, if she doesn't turn out well overnight, they're probably just gonna send her home in hospice care until end of days.
You see.
So
That's
yeah.
why doesn't she want the tube? Just because like it sucks
she's
to
basically
have.
she's basically had it in for 3 days straight. So longer you're on that, the more your lungs aren't going to do the work anyway.
Yeah, I've heard it's very like unpleasant. Might be putting it too mild to be intubated.
Yeah, I mean, one of the other options she has for long term. I mean, the two other options she has is tracheotomy, but she doesn't want to do that, and the other option is lung transplant, but she doesn't want to do that, at least as of right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of why I was quiet as we were kind of getting ready for this podcast. Well,
I'm
not
sorry to hear
not the
that,
computer problems, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking sucks. But hey, at least gives me an out if I need to quit H&R Block, because I'm probably going to anyway.
Mhm.
But isn't now the time that H&R Block will become busy and you'll
Yeah.
have work to do?
Yeah, well, I'm salary starting this week, so but I don't care because I got other work to do anyway with my other gig I got going on.
Another gig.
Yeah, like the freelance tax. Has anything
gig
weird
economy.
happened with taxes this year? Are we still doing April for that one?
Still doing April for that one.
For
It's
now.
probably yeah, for now, yeah.
I'm sure it'll get delayed again.
No, because asshole Republicans aren't going to let things shut down. So
What do you
that was
mean?
the issue. Well,
I don't think the asshole Republicans are in power anymore.
yeah, but I'm talking about state by state.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, we've got 51 different strategies for fighting the COVID, the coronavirus, and none of them are working.
That seems like a great idea.
Exactly. But no, the big thing this year is there's going to be a thing coming up. I want to say mid to late February for people who get the earned income tax credit. Basically, either having kids or not making a lot of money, but still making some money. Is that you're going to be able to choose whether to base your credit off your 2020 or your 2019 income because of everyone's incomes being fucked up when it comes to just that credit. But that look back to 2019 on the 1040 is not going to happen until like they don't have those forms made yet from the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird thing on taxes. No one wanted to hear that shit, but whatever. You know?
No, it's. I mean, like I don't know if it's a good show or anything, but I'm interested in it. But
yeah, if you're eligible for the earned income tax credit and you didn't make shit this year, so you wouldn't have qualified, you can use your 2019 income in order to see if you qualify.
Nice.
I see.
But no, I've got my business personal property thing where I'm now getting a larger cut of what I was doing before, which means I'm doing like triple work right now because I'm full time and a half salary at H&R Block, plus I'm trying to do all this shit in the background.
Yeah,
I see.
Plus
I see you have a
promoting
spinning
QAnon
tree in the background
in the free time.
Yeah. It's a lovely spinning tree.
It's still got the tree up. You didn't put that away yet?
No, in-laws are still out of town. We'll take care of that when they come back.
I see. We took our tree down this last weekend. It was time.
Nice.
Mostly because our cat likes to eat the fake leaves and then throw up all over the floor.
Yeah.
So.
Mine does that with my fiber optic tree too.
Yeah, it's not good. It's a bad situation because then there's barf, and I'm sure it's not good for his stomach.
Yeah, it's like I hope you barfed up all that plastic shit because I don't want to pay for surgery.
Yeah.
You're different than me. Mine would be I'm not paying for the surgery, so you will be dying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I probably couldn't actually pay for surgery, so same result.
Sorry, kitty. You should have ate that stuff that's poison. The plastic. You know how like the frogs and turtles and things out in the ocean die of plastic?
Yes.
You chose
the
that.
cats do know of that.
They had no choice. You chose it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at old
Rodrigo
folks.
likes to chew on fake tree needles, broom bristles, and recently I found out discarded tiny pieces of 3D printer filament. So he's just always trying to kill himself.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I can't find any lead-eye promotional photos. That's very disappointing. Of us hanging out in Adam's apartment's basement taking photos. Adam, I think you took those photos.
I did.
You definitely did. And Lance and I were like, let's be cool and hang out. And then Lance broke up the band because he wanted to be solo.
Yeah.
Now he's famous and you're not, so fuck you guys.
What?
And now he's famous and you're not, so fuck you guys.
That's true.
He's famous.
Yeah, he's world famous solo musician Lance.
Yeah.
_Lance man on Twitter.
God.
Assuming that he still has an active Twitter account and hasn't been banned yet.
One issue is that Lance definitely is not a singer. Which makes it difficult to be a musician. I was the singer and he was the guitar player.
Yeah.
And that was the situation that we had. Kind of like a terrible Tenacious D situation. Except for that Kyle Gass can also sing, so just not as well as Jack Black.
Yeah.
So
speaking
of Jack Black, Adam, what are you up to?
What do you mean?
You look so much like Jack Black, and you still do.
Yeah, kinda.
And it's just interesting.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Thanks.
See? Make Adam feel good.
Yeah.
Tell him the truth. He's the Jack Black of our times.
I mean, it's better. You always used to say Bruce Valanche.
Oh, God,
Oh, there's a double-edged sword. You know,
cut me to the core.
it's like there's a fine line between Bruce Valanche and what's his name?
Jack,
No.
Jack Black.
I don't know.
Line anywhere near Bruce Valanche.
We're just
The
a
problem is
podcast.
that you really only look like a specific Bruce Valanche when he had the giant beard.
So you're really sticking with that, huh?
We're just
I'm saying a specific era
Oh my
when
god.
he was younger
oh
and
yeah,
had the giant beard,
Mhm.
not the man that he is now. I'm saying that you look like the handsome Bruce Valanche.
Wow.
I don't. I mean, he's the what?
the Virgin Jack
know,
Black
yeah,
versus the
baby,
Chad
baby,
Bruce
baby.
Valanche.
The Chad. I show the screen right now. I mean, like, I'm looking through some photos here.
Oh no.
Like, he's not. I'm talking about we're talking about the younger, like
Okay.
fun Bruce Valanche. You know?
Yeah,
Not so bad.
Yeah. You know, like.
Oh, I wish you
I'm
could
not
have gone
talking
back
about,
to.
like, now is like 70 Bruce Valanche. I'm talking about like the young and smile. Maybe it's your smile, Adam. That's what I'm reminded of.
I'm not sure that's a compliment either.
Wow, I'm just saying you're a nice guy and happy
Adam,
and fun.
why are you dunking on Bruce Valanche so much?
I don't
Leave the
know.
man
You're right.
alone.
I'm sure he's
I mean-
a lovely man.
I mean, yeah, he's no Jack Black.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
just a podcast full of Draculas, you know.
What
It's a
misery?
bunch of Dracula.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
Oh yeah, Dracula.
God damn it.
But I would say that Jack Black, especially now, is very similar to the way Adam looks now.
Jack
sorry.
Black probably looks better than I do right now, honestly.
Well, I'm not going to cut you too deep right now. Jack Black is a movie star.
That is true.
Oh,
He's
it is-
very rich.
Compare yourself looks wise with someone who is paid to be on a movie screen. And I'll say, can I call you Dollar Store Jack Black?
Steve Buscemi is also paid to be on a movie screen, so I mean,
Wow. Adam, shots fired here.
now Steve Buscemi is definitely a good guy. That much I know.
Can I call you, but I can't, can I call you Dollar Store Jack Black? Can that be another nickname?
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm glad. I just wanted to make sure it was okay.
As long as
Store
I'm not bargain bin Bruce Valanche.
Bargain Bruce Valanche.
I
There's
do
the
like that
episode.
alliteration though.
So, bargain bin. No, you're like the Gucci Bruce Valanche.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like the good.
You're like a small batch craft Bruce Valanche, like real
He's the-
handcrafted.
He's the Dollar Store Adam Hand.
I'm an artisanal Bruce
Yeah.
Valanche.
Artisanal free range.
Free range artisanal Bruce Valanche. Oh my god, that doesn't look anything like Bruce Valanche. Honestly, it's more Jack Black to me.
Good.
I like to say Bruce Valanche just to razz. Matt looks like a cloud right now.
Yeah,
Did
man.
did you see the video that you shot? Nade shot?
What?
Oh god damn it!
Oh man, there was a
Nate
fucking
Shot did something.
Nade shot had like a promotional video about his fucking bullshit, like 100 Thieves streaming fucking lair in LA, where like they have like the fucking Totino's League training zone room.
Yeah, I thought that guy just like does like shitty ads for razors and stuff now. Does he still play
dude, he's
video
got his
games?
own, like, fucking. No, I saw like a video of his like fucking a tour of his like gamer lair. God damn it.
Go home gamer lair.
I'm trying
Go
to find
home
it.
gamer lair.
It's fucking great because he's just like all of his videos now are like fucking YouTube thumbnail videos. Like he's got a video from 2 months ago saying Mr. Beast gave me $250,000. Didn't Mr. Beast give like poor people money instead of like a guy who's like a famous esports YouTube person who has my company 100 Thieves got a private
Mr.
jet?
Beast did the trees thing, right?
I don't know what that is.
Where they're like, let's plant 2 million trees or whatever for every dollar you donate, or plant a tree. Hashtag Team Trees.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
All I know is that Adam smokes trees.
Smoke
Fuck
trees
Mr.
every
Beast.
day.
Fuck Mr. Beast. I'm all about LA Beast.
That's fucking phrase, isn't it?
No, it's
Smoke
grass,
trees.
not trees.
People say
R/trees is the weed.
How do I know
subreddit.
more weed lingo than you, Adam?
Nobody actually
Maybe.
says that, but r/trees is the weed subreddit.
Is it
And
really?
r/weed marijuana enthusiast is an arborist subreddit. So
Wow.
I just
Okay.
know that lyric from a rapper's song.
mhm.
A rapper's song.
A
A
rap
composition from a rapper.
I see.
All I know is that I wish I could have access to the here's touring my brand new office maybe video. Totally, dude. Donkey just did a video like making fun of it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'll watch that one instead.
Yeah, I would suggest. Was it Donkey? Video game Donkey? I should probably like find out where he lives and go bother him, since he is in Madison somewhere.
Is he really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if that's true.
he is definitely in Madison.
Where
I know this.
does video game Donkey live?
I've told
Doc's video
Get him
game
on-
donkey on fucking on the podcast.
you. So we
He
need to get
has
him on.
lived in Milwaukee and Madison. The little blurb.
He may have moved. I just know that for a while he was in Madison, and they definitely.
Oh yeah, at least according to this Wikipedia page, it says Wisconsin.
I think he currently lives in Madison because I've seen videos that he's done outside, at least, probably not in a long time, but they were definitely like, that's a park in Madison. Like, yeah. So, but you have to go to LA to be a famous YouTuber. I mean, look at Donkey's latest video has only got 2.5 million views.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about internet-based entertainment. You have to be in specific physical locations to make it.
It's almost like if you're really funny and make really good content, it doesn't matter. Almost.
Yeah, that's why this show's doing so great.
Oh, fuck off. Maybe we need to court the MAGA audience.
No,
You can turn this into
we should have
podcast.
been, but now we have to pivot because Democrats are taking over. Just like all the tech
Yeah, the
companies,
team-
we have to pivot and be like, "Oh no, we never enabled Trump's bullshit. Oh, he's banned from our platform." So it's all
So
good.
as a employee of a public university, I was thrilled and also like just Betsy DeVos resigned out of protest today.
Okay.
And
No.
and all the people resigning out of protest
Any-
right now, the people resigning out of protest right now, they don't deserve praise. They're the rats who jumped off the sinking Titanic.
And they're the
like-
last rats. People have been jumping off this ship the whole time.
Yeah. It's like
Sorry, guys, I was wrong. I'm sorry. In the gaming compound, the 100 Thieves gaming compound, it's the Rocket Mortgage League of Legends training room. Sorry, not the there is a. Let me go through. They kind of have like a Yogscast situation where they got like streaming studios where people can come in and like do it. It was the Totino's Fortnite training room. Sorry, I didn't want to get their branding confused. This fucking video is bonkers and stupid. God, fucking.
Is it called the 100 Thieves Cash App Compound?
Of course it is.
What the fuck?
Dude, but when you think about it, where am I going to go watch the fucking Bucks play? Oh, in the Federated Bank Stadium. You know what I mean? Like fucking whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way it is, man. You got to get all the fucking branding in here. What is the new Bucks Stadium?
Nobody knows. Nobody ever calls stadiums by their corporate names.
The Fiserv Forum. Built just in time to remain empty for the entire season twice. I haven't been to the Forum, the new stadium.
Man, I wish I was a millionaire so I could build dumb shit like this.
Well, you're not Matthew Haig on this video.
I am the real Matthew Haig, the one true Matthew Haig.
I'm
real _Matt_man.
Yep.
I think my favorite
my
in the
Twitter handle.
entirety of this entire video is there's a point where he has to point out a picture of him standing next to Drake in front of 100 Thieves Fortnite game logo thing. Because like he was like, Drake, take a picture with me for 1 second. He was like, all right, where are the 17-year-olds at? I will not stop pounding on Drake. Oh man.
And
Dude.
he won't stop. Never mind.
Like I've said many times, you can take Drake out of the high school, but you can't take Drake out of the high schooler. What was the other one? Well, if I wanted to listen to a pedophile talk to me on Sunday, I'll just listen to Drake's God's Plan. Not go to church. Ew.
Hey.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. I think we're gonna wrap it up. We'll talk about Korra next week.
Sure, we will.
Adam, we've been watching the Legend of
What
Korra.
the fuck is Korra?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, don't spoil the ending for Matt.
The end is when she finds out that the real element was in the friends she made along the way.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fifth element.
Yes, and it's love.
A multi-pass.
Great movie.
Adam's favorite.
There has to be some Avatar like Fifth Element crossover fan art.
I'm sure. There's always.
So Adam, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm
I don't
never.
know if I want people to find me on the internet.
Just go ahead and delete all your old tweets.
Well,
Yeah.
did you know that you endorse the real Lance_man as you are currently following him on Twitter?
Yeah.
Really? So that means you passively agree with everything that he says.
Fuck no. He got crazy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
A lot less crazy now that the election is over.
Maybe. Hopefully.
No, he'll just go back to complaining about anytime any form of entertainment does something about diversity.
He really hates everything except for metal bands from like the 1980s to the early 2000s.
Mhm.
And also being really into the Nintendo Wii U for some reason.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was a take.
All right, well, you can find me at John_Danger on the Hell website, twitter.com.
And you can find me on Twitter at BeanDad.
You know, Bean Dad's got to be real happy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, thank God. Like when it happened, I was like, man, I bet he feels lucky that this happened at the beginning of the year.
Adam, do you know who Bean Dad is?
I have no clue.
I knew you wouldn't know, and that's why I love you, Adam.
I'm around playing whatever that Super Mario crossover game is on Flashpoint. But that may have made everywhere else except for Twitter, because fuck Twitter.
This is Adam's living his best life. He doesn't know what Bean Dad is, but we're all fucking plugged into this hell.
I wish.
And he somehow is
I
free,
wish I knew.
smoking blunts with his boyfriend, playing Cyberpunk. We should all be that lucky.
Indeed.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Spanky, get my Zanga blog.
So this
Okay.
annual blog is coming.
I already looked for
better than it was the last time. We did this.
Yes. Make some fuel rods. Because as you can see from my battery box, well, it's actually not depleting with only 5 EU per tick.
That's surprising.
Why is that? It's because this battery got full. And this hasn't started drawing power yet because the centrifuge takes like a minute to speed up before it starts drawing power. So, but once that happens, it'll fucking drain like super quick. I need a better system because like I feel like I'm wasting power. I just need more bat boxes, I guess, to hold reserve power.
Do bat boxes still fall apart if you hit them with the wrong wrench?
I believe so, yes. That's why I have the wrench here. Industrial craft wrench. Yeah, oh yeah, it's all the terrible shit you remember. But you can just cheat stuff in when you fuck up. So that's not fair. But yeah, when this is going full power with 3 engines, it is fucking cooking. You can just see this bitch go. I love it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that noise was.
Matt's
Wait,
dying.
I got some gold. Some iron. Anyway, yeah, I'm having a good time with this. This Tekkit Classic is what it's called. And the nice part is, if you're not Spanky and you just don't despise CurseForge, you can just use that to handle all the Forge mod.
CurseForge is bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, but it works.
Yeah,
Look,
John.
I gotta deal with the devil a little bit
It
to
does
make my
bad
Minecraft
memory stuff. That's what I heard.
easy. Ah!
Hello?
God,
Don't you do everything through their crazy
damn
new
it.
launcher now?
I just fucked up. I right-clicked the fucking centrifuge,
Uh-oh.
and so it pulled it up, so I had to restart it. Great. Wasted all that time. Oh, but my canning machine's probably done.
Candy machine.
Well, I wouldn't eat this candy. It is made of uranium.
Are you holding it with that? Oh, you have a suit on.
I have my suit on. All right, I'm gonna go pop one of these bad boys in the old reactor.
Check.
Are we ready to do audio checks?
Yeah,
streaming,
we're good.
All right, cool.
We're
Let me just
live.
pause this and
I got rid of pre-roll ads for 30 minutes while you were playing Minecraft.
awesome. Let me grab the old camera.
The old camera.
I'll stop streaming.
Yeah, stop
streaming.
Oh god,
You know-
it's using Snapcam. That's not gonna work. Well, we'll see. Oh, it worked. All right. Well, Snapcam.
Spanky, what's that filter called?
Trippy by Christopher something.
Christopher Cross.
You can get it by searching Trippy Christopher.
What about this filter?
Get that for later.
good?
Christopher.
We like that.
I'm a baby.
Seeing the baby with like the neck beard still is
God.
It reminds me. You remember that movie Little Man? I think it was called.
Hmm?
It was a movie called Little Man.
No.
Is that where one of the Wayans brothers played a little man?
People want to fuck me.
Little Man, the movie. 2006 film, yeah, by the Wayans brothers, was where one of them was, I believe, the dad, and no, maybe they were, I don't remember. It was weird, but it was like a baby with
Oh, it's not even working.
one of the Wayans brothers' faces just photoshopped onto it.
Ugh.
It's not even that exciting.
The film was theatrically released in the United States on July 14, 2006 to commercial success, but largely negative reviews.
Why?
I can't imagine why.
Adam, do you know how to use Discord?
Do I? Not well.
Can you see our faces?
Yes, I can see your faces.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were unable to get that. I'm assuming you don't have a face cam.
I actually got one for Christmas, but I've not yet set it up.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's been a whole few months.
That's specifically for your OnlyFans account, so you can't use that on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a tax thing.
Yeah.
I really like this one.
That is wow.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty disturbing. Oh,
This is pretty good. I'm gonna favorite this one. This one's fucking freaky.
Yeah, I got that one favorited.
Slug.
Oh, fuck! I forgot. I don't have my
This one's a classic. Shrinky Dink.
my fucking Instagram model ring light on.
Love the ones that are not lined up because they're meant for mobile.
Yeah.
All right, let me find a good one and let me get some. Here's the best one. It's not even lined up. Oh, okay. I'm good now. All right, let's get
Jesus
audio
Christ. The
Twitch.
ears aren't even in the right spot.
Twitter.com? Twitch.tv Matt Hag Music, right?
No, HemsworthFeet.world.
Oh, yeah, HemsworthFeet.world. HemsworthFeet.world. Oh, it searched Twitch for HemsworthFeet.world. Whoops.
Did you get a Hemsworth Feet channel show
I did
up?
not. I did not. Ooh. All right, I think we're good. Good enough. Let me mute the Discord and switch over to, or mute the Twitch and switch to Discord. And let's get started, boys.
Mute the piss cord.
How we doing, boys?
Good. Nothing but good things happening in this reality.
Fuck.
It was a good burp. I had sushi for dinner.
Has nothing to do with yesterday. Just fuck.
Yeah, just
Absolute fuck.
in general.
What happened yesterday?
I don't know.
I don't look at the news.
I'm apolitical, so
I thought you were
I don't-
asexual.
I think both
I am,
sides are trying
but-
to secede.
There are good people on both sides. So, all right. Stand up and stand by. Oh, I favorited one by accident. All right, I'm gonna stop fucking around with these and let's get
if
started.
you fuck around, you find out.
Yeah,
No, I'm not Matt. Remember when Matt fucked around and found out?
I did. I fucked around and
believe how
got
quick-
banned for 6 months.
I can't believe how quickly he found out. That was
Yeah.
insane.
Yep.
That was before I even woke up.
Like, if they were gonna ban me, like, they were gonna ban me because, like, I wasn't just gonna stop doing it. But I was surprised that they still enforced, like, fish bots and stuff.
Apparently, they only enforce it on you though, because I still see them all the time. So
Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, no, I'm sure this is probably fine, right? And if I do get in trouble for it, it'll be like a week suspension. Nope.
Oh no. He'll be back for TBC. Maybe. Anyway, let's get started with the podcast.
Let's get it started in here.
Let's get it started in here. That's how that song goes, right?
Yeah. It's the only
Let's
version
get it
I've ever
started in
heard.
here. Let's get it started in here.
Yep.
Okay.
Balls.
Welcome to the
Balls, premier balls.
Beast balls.
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 Balls aplenty. Ball.
Balls.
The ball tangent.
Do a preferential ball treatment. Balls. Which ball? Balls.
Balls. Ball shift balls.
I wanted to remind Adam what he was coming back to.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.